This is Arkansas 11, KTHV Little Rock.
It's a rare opportunity to walk back in time. A stroll through Little Rock's Mount Holly Cemetery is an Arkansas history lesson dating back to 1843.
It's a wonderful way to learn about Little Rock and Arkansas history because all of the people that were so important in its inception of the state are here.
10 Arkansas governors are here, 13 men who sat on the state Supreme Court, 5 Confederate generals, and 21 Little Rock mayors were buried here. Some of the headstones are elaborate, shipped from Italy at the turn of the century. Others are simple, but on all, the use of language is fascinating.
Well, I don't know how to explain that. They just like to use high-flown language. For instance, there's a boy over there, 17 years old, who was shot in a hunting accident, and instead of saying that, it says, he was instantly deprived of life by the discharge of a gun. You know, just...
But the word died was left out.
That's right. It just softened the blow, I guess.
The cemetery is owned by the city, but since the early 1950s, a cemetery association composed of 17 women has maintained this special place. Most of the women can come here and trace their family roots.
My husband's parents are buried here. He is in the newer part of the cemetery. Judge Pat Mahaffey, who was on the 8th Circuit Court of Appeals.
Hundreds of men killed in the Civil War were buried here, but were later moved to the National Cemetery in Little Rock. Since 1843, a number of other people have also been laid to rest here, and then later, for different reasons, moved elsewhere.
A section was set aside for Catholic burials, one for Jewish burials, and one for black burials. And of course, when the Catholics started their own cemetery in the 1870s, that's Calvary, many of those families moved their loved ones out there.
It sits in the shadow of skyscrapers, but it's a throwback to the days when horses, not hearses, brought the remains to the burial. The Mount Holly Cemetery in Little Rock is a wonderful history lesson.
The first governor is buried down at Walnut Hill down in the southwest corner of the state where he had a plantation. This is his brother, Elias Nelson Conway, who is the 5th governor.
These women are on the Cemetery Association that maintains the grounds. Peg Smith is the unofficial historian. She knows where the misspellings on the headstones are. She can show you the young men who both died the same day at the Battle of Atlanta during the Civil War and were later buried side by side. Peg Smith understands this is a special place.
It's so Victorian. It's truly a Victorian cemetery. All this art and all of these sentimental sayings are not what you see in the new things. For one thing, the newer cemeteries don't allow you to erect upright monuments.
Each person buried here has a story. Each story is a tiny piece of American history, such as the tale of one of the first Little Rock firefighters killed in the line of duty.
He fell off the front of the wagon as they were going around a curve, and the back wheels ran over him. And even though they had been great rivals, the other volunteer fire departments all chipped in and built this monument for him.
Peg can also tell you about the Pulitzer Prize winner who is buried here.
A laurel wreath is an award for victory or honor. The laureate, you know, a poet laureate. But he won the Pulitzer Prize. And this is his wife, Charlie Mae Fletcher, who wrote under the name of Charlie Mae Simon.
Like Peg Smith, Carolyn Coleman is on the Cemetery Association. She understands why this city-owned cemetery has been placed on the National Register of Historic Places.
We have some monuments here in the cemetery that are just unique to anywhere. People that are into that type of thing come down here and just look at the cemetery just to see the statuary.
There are 9 men buried here for whom Arkansas counties are named. Over there is the founder of the Arkansas Gazette. Also here, David Dodd, the so-called boy martyr of the Civil War. You can stand here, close your eyes, and almost see what life was like in Little Rock more tthan 100 years ago. Joe Quinn, 11 Action News, Little Rock.